so much for your time here on Joy News on Multi TV. Welcome to the white carpet. Right, so today the talk of the day is DumsorMustStop and the vigil, the much publicized, anticipated by the celebs happened. And guess what happened? Well, it went well, it was peaceful. We will be sharing with you excerpts of the whole vigil match, and of course, the controversies, the little ones, the big ones, we'll share them all right here on the white carpet. And guess what? We have him in studio. He said he wasn't going to be part, but he found his way there. Another one also found his way there and almost ended up in trouble. Lucky him, thank God, he was saved. Well, and of course, they started the campaign together, but Sarkodie some way, somehow, wasn't part of the match today. What has he been doing? He has been featuring Ace Hood. Somebody says Ace Hood. Well, so he has been featuring Ace Hood in, is it Dumsor clip or something like that? Well, we'll share that right here with you. And of course, later on in the show, is it later? Very, very soon, we have this sexy, sensational woman. If I asked you to guess, you would never get it right, so don't worry your head at all. But she will be storming on the white carpet for the first time, and she's doing so in grand style. And I am talking about the grandmama, okay? So just keep your guess going wild. Grandmama will be here, and you know who I am talking about in a moment. Don't go away. My name is Gladys Osei Oredu. Let's get rolling with lots of entertainment issues happening around us and within us. Stay tuned, I'll bring you more. Okay, so you're still with us here on the white carpet, and I have the sensational woman. She's very powerful, very powerful in Ghana here. You might not be too familiar with her power yet, but if I unveil her eventually, you would understand why I am sounding that. She is Zilla, and she is a grandmama of Grandpapa Reggie Rockstone. Hi, Zilla. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Powerful, I didn't know.
You didn't know how powerful you are. Naturally, women are powerful, and for you to be able to be handling Reggie Rockstone.
I like the handling. You'll be laughing at that.
Don't you handle him?
Well, if you call it that, why not?
How do you manage him?
Well, home-wise or work-wise? Or all in one? Which are you referring to?
Give us all. However you take it, we are just curious. However.
Well, I guess women have their ways, don't they? You need to know the person, and you need to apply the information you know about the person, and you need to deal with them as such. So I think, actually, I've been telling Reggie, like, I think I know you more than you know yourself. I actually know him through and through. So, I mean, it comes effortlessly.
That's nice. Congratulations.
Thank you.
How many children there?
We have 3 kids. But Reggie has an older kid. Okay, no, she's not a kid. She's a full-grown woman, Phoebe. Has an older daughter. And between the 2 of us, we have 3. So we have 4.
Wow. You look very fantastic.
Thank you.
Would you want to do a roller coaster for us? A 360? No, you know, I've always been curious about who Reggie's wife is. Who are you? Okay, don't worry. I once witnessed you pick up awards in one night.
Yes.
And, Reggie, okay, so we're watching your family, the 3 strong ones, and the last one, the baby, is the one Reggie said he's only one who can have a baby at 50.
I know, right? I know, right? I know, right?
Yeah, that's a lovely family. I really admire you. You run the nightclub. You run Reggie's office, Rockstone's office.
Yep.
You picked up awards.
Yes.
I saw you. I was like,
how many did we even pick up? Was it like
that
5
night?
or something?
About 5.
Yeah, or something like that. I can't even remember.
You keep our crowd awake when everybody is asleep.
I know, right? It's tiring.
How do you manage that?
I don't know, because I didn't go to school to do that.
Okay.
I'm a medical doctor by profession.
Wow.
But somehow, I guess, like I said on that day when we picked up the award, and I actually won an award. Can you imagine? I was pregnant and I won an award for the best female bouncer.
Yeah.
You know, that's me. I have a friend, Allegro, he always says, Dr. Liman, you were doctor and bouncer. And I was like, oh, get away. Like, really?
Yeah.
But I mean, I think when you own something, okay, when something is yours, when you have to pay the bills, when you have to answer all the questions, when you have to, people are dependent on you, people work for you, you have to pay them. At the end of the month, they don't care if it happened or not, you have to pay them. When you have all of that, there's something that makes you, you know, you just have to give in your all. You just have to make sure that it works. You know, Reggie and I, we're a great team because we have various or different properties or different characteristics, okay? So I'm the micromanaging type. I'm the person who is asking why this, why not, let's do this, you know, get this, you know. Reggie is the host. Okay, how to get the people in, to bring the people in. So we work really well together. And so I had to step in to make sure it's working. Otherwise, you'll just be smiling and giving away all my drinks, and I'll be looking at him and hoping.
How difficult was it to abandon your medical profession and come bouncing?
What is it I've abandoned?
And still watching.
I know, right? I actually haven't abandoned it. I always say, once a doctor, always a doctor. I trained for X number of years, that number of years. I don't practice actively, but I still do, you know, some what we call locum now and again. And I like to say friends and family, all my friends and family. Even no one at all, there's friends and family to always consult. So I haven't exactly thrown it away or abandoned it.
So the 3 children are in, there are 4 children in there. And you are able to manage Reggie, the big boy. He's all over. So he himself alone is enough to keep you busy. The 4 children are there, and you still manage the business. You do all that. How easy? How do you make that very simple?
It's simple. Superwoman. I have some powers nobody knows.
You are a magician.
I know, right? I have some powers. It's just, I mean, I think about it sometimes, and I don't know. I don't know how it happens, but I guess it's the power of being a woman.
You wake up in the morning, and by evening, it's all done.
Exactly.
And you wake up again, and it's life goes on.
Another day begins again with the children. Mommy, I need this. Mommy, I want this. Mommy, and then the day begins and goes through, and then the problems, you get a call, we need to do this, and the day just goes and morphs into the next day and the next day. Actually, lately, I always say the number of hours in the day, they're not enough for me at all.
No, it's not enough for anybody, actually. I'm sure you're hoping for 72 hours in a day.
I'm telling you. And a lot more rest in between.
Right, so if you have just joined us, we're hanging out with Zilla, the wife of Reggie Rockstone, a very powerful woman who on her own is amazing. She does a lot at Rockstone's office, and so if you haven't been there, go there and experience her. But you can be part of this conversation. The number is 0267 844 024. Quickly drop us your questions, your comments, and just be part of us. Let's share this together. And we're still continuing celebrating mothers right here on the white carpet, and she is one of our guest mothers that we are celebrating here by kind courtesy Onga and FC. Thank you so much, Onga and FC. Zilla, Reggie said he had retired from music. And then the next minute, he says, I'm joining VVIP. The talks came, people talked that he's taking advantage and all that. What do you make of the whole thing? Did you play any role in there, in that decision?
Not actively. You know, I don't think it was a very active decision, if you would ask. It happened. I mean, one day, he's huge on social media, Twitter and Instagram and all that. I'm not so big on social media. There's no time for that. So he always, you know, is telling me again. And he told me, oh, did you know Promty had left the group, blah, blah, blah. And then he was like, jokingly, I would replace him. I would jokingly. So it was a joke. We all laughed about it. And then he jokingly put it up. And before we knew it, he was the 3rd member of the group. So it wasn't something we suddenly had a serious discussion about.
But have you ever toyed with the idea of singing, backing him sing, rap or something?
Who, me?
Yeah.
You haven't heard me sing, that's why.
Can we try that today?
No, thank you.
Can you try any of his songs?
No, thank you. I'll stay in my lane.
No, imagine that one day we walk into Jungle Bar and Zilla is holding the microphone and say,
really? Me? My singing? Nah, not at all.
Why won't you try that?
No, we are all blessed differently. And me, not with the voice at all.
No, but I really would have loved to hear you sing Hustle.
I would sing along. Actually, I do sing along all the time and dance to it.
Okay, so let's pretend the whole thing is playing and you are singing along.
No. When I'm singing along, you don't hear the voice.
Okay.
It's the voice. That's the key.
Yeah. But do you manage the group?
Yes, actually, I do.
Okay, so we can talk about Skolum.
Oh, yeah, of course. We can talk about all.
Yeah.
We can talk about all
okay,
of them.
so what is it about Skolum?
I don't know, but so they always go to the studio and they always come something to the next day. They start playing the tracks and everything. So they came, and then before I could say, I didn't even hear the beat like usually. Usually I'll hear the beat before, and then the next thing, oh, what happened? And they're in the studio and they were this I didn't hear. The next thing I was hearing the song. And so they're like, oh, they went to the studio, Senna, blah, blah, blah. And the song was crazy. The first day, my daughter, the baby, you should have seen her. Like she was moving to it.
Already?
She's two now already.
Fast.
I know, right? It was an instant hit even in our house.
Yeah.
It was a no-brainer.
Yeah.
And so unfortunately, Senna was okay, no, actually it's not unfortunately because it's a great thing we shot that video. Senna was leaving like probably not more, probably 3 to 5 days after they did the recording.
Okay.
And so it was very imperative they did a video because she doesn't live here. She lives in Hungary. She's half Ghanaian, half Hungarian. So she lives in Hungary. And so her going back, we didn't know when she was coming back again because the last time she was 2 years ago.
Okay.
So we had to make the video happen. So the track was done the next 2 days. In fact, one day we were planning a video.
About it's flowing. How I wish you would just give us a line. Some people out there don't know this.
Make you enter Skolo. The shooting of that video is the best video we shot. I mean, it was, in as much as it wasn't really planned and everything was like, it was so smooth. It was you see the emotion that is captured in the video.
Yeah.
That's exactly how the people were feeling. It wasn't faked. It was nice. It was merry. It was jolly.
Wow.
There's no wonder the song is what it is now and the video is what it is.
Okay, so I have some people sharing a few messages with us. I do want to send that with you also.
Okay.
Share that with you also. Okay. Okay, so this one says, hello, please ask Zilla if she was in Legon and at Legon Hall. Nana is my name. Okay. Were you there?
I was in Legon, but I wasn't in Legon. Even though I was always in Legon, I wasn't in Legon. I was in Mensa Saba.
Okay, so she says, you are indeed a superwoman. This is coming from DJ Frank in Boko. He says, Gladys is very cute and young. Wow, you guys are all looking fabulous. Thank you so much, Frank.
Thank you.
Let me take 2 more. There are a lot.
Oh, really? Wow.
Yeah. This one says, you are wow.
Wow.
Didn't give his name.
Oh, Mr. Wow.
Okay, yeah, wow. Mr. Wow. This says, Zilla, I'm so happy for you. Thumbs up. Please ask Zilla for me how old she is. Would you want to disclose that?
Really? A woman disclosing
disclose the age?
And not even on any platform. On TV.
She's 30 years old.
I know, right?
Okay, so Zilla, I just want us to wrap up. We have something small for you. Becky is bringing that right now, but as she brings that, what would you say to women out there, career women, who are finding it very difficult to run home along career? Some have abandoned one and pursuing just one. How would you inspire them to also feel that they can make it that simple?
Well, for starters, it is not at all simple. So if you feel that somebody is doing it because it's simple, then you are wrong. It's very difficult. The frustrations every day, you just need to push in and to persevere. At the end of the day, you're a woman. And women, we are the powerhouse. And that's basically what it is. We have the ability to multitask. And so we should tap into that. And I mean, you look at your family, you look at your children, you don't give that up. You don't give that up for your work, but then you combine because you need to eat, don't you? Yes, you do. So basically, it's just you just have to persevere and carry on.
Okay. If I remember right, your father is Hilaliman, right?
Yes.
Wow. I never knew that.
I know, right? It always comes up somehow.
Yeah. Okay, so what do you remember of him?
Oh, a lot. Because we literally grew up to my dad. Actually, I literally grew up with my dad, seeing him every single day of my life until I went to secondary school. So that's when I used to see him all the time, and until he passed. So there's more than enough memories of my dad.
You were a first daughter sometime in Ghana.
Yes, I was very little. I don't remember that aspect of my life.
Okay.
I remember the aftermath when we were regular people.
Do you also have shared those sentiments that Rollins denied your father his time?
I don't think you want to ask me that question here on,
this
platform. We will not finish now.
Becky, I'm waiting for you.
We will not finish now.
Okay, just one sentence.
Do I think he denied him his time? I think he did the country a great disservice by staging that coup because a lot could have been achieved. When I read, because I was quite young, so I didn't know too much about politics, but right now when I read and I hear, I get sad and I wonder why God made it happen.
Okay, right. So Becky has just dropped this for us. Zilla, Onga is helping us celebrate the mothers we have.
Is this for my house or for my kitchen in Rockstone's office?
Once you are the woman, you decide how you want to, whether you want to do that alone. You have something for your baby. You can taste whilst you feed her. You have your spices in there.
Yep.
You have your, I mean, there's a lot of things in there.
Thank you.
Yeah, and as you cook wache, you can decide to, you know, have lots of spices.
We actually do. Onga will be happy. We use Onga.
Oh,
my chef would, when we are writing the list,
okay,
Onga
so
is there.
Jungle Bar uses Onga.
Onga will be happy to hear.
Zilla, thank you so much. Thank you for hanging out with us here.
Okay,
it's a high five, actually. So
is it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that's more like it. Thank you. We're so grateful. We'll stage a comeback.
We will.
Yeah. Did you enjoy yourself?
Actually, I did.
Won't you want to do it again?
I don't think I'll mind.
Right, Zilla, thank you so much. So that is the woman behind Reggie Rockstone. In a moment, he didn't think he was, well, I don't know if he thought about it when he made those utterances, but eventually he found himself at the vigil. And lucky him, what happened to Halidu didn't happen to him. He's very lucky. Whilst we wait for him, let's quickly take some excerpts of the vigil and the messages that flowed at the place.
Work for me, you work for yourselves, you work for Ghana. I started this DumsorMustStop campaign on social media, and I decided to come together with my colleagues here, D Black, Sarkodie, Van Vika, Kweko Elliott, Prince David Osei, Sydney. We all decided to take this walk. We want the government to hear our voices. Ghanaians are suffering. Ghana for your bread. I'm on for who our hospital. A school fund to me, dear. Me proud and draw me the government super. I say me the chef fridge move me fridge. They be an ear do like it. I'm on for bread. I'm on for who our hospitals. It's your percent government. So I'm going to say yeah, bread as Ghanaians. We are suffering. We don't deserve this. Ghanaians deserve better. This has nothing to do with Party A or Party B. This is non-partisan. We need our lights back. We deserve better as Ghanaians. And we need our lights back. Dumsor must stop.
Listen, I just came here to speak as a concerned citizen, non-partisan. I don't belong to any political party. This is speaking as a person who's concerned, a Ghanaian citizen. Dumsor must end. Let us understand what's going on. Let's understand why we don't have power. Give us reasons and solutions. We're not hearing none of this. It's been broken promises for so many years. It's not NDC, it's not MPP, it's Ghana. Dumsor must stop.
The government will listen to us. At least this small voice that we brought out, he will listen and then do good for us.
Did you like the crowd?
Oh, I don't believe in crowd. I believe in what we are saying and what has to be done. I believe it will be done. That's it.
What's your message to the president?
I want to tell him that he should order all the ministers to put up their air conditioners or their generators for one night and experience what we are experiencing. That's that. Just that. Just that.
What are you here for?
I don't like Dumsor, and I heard that if you don't like Dumsor, you have to come here. So I'm here.
No, you are here. What are your expectations?
I don't have any expectations because of the way the country is being run. But if things don't change, I think the next vigil will be held inside the Flagstaff House.
Okay, now, we had Yvonne Nelson blocked you on Twitter. Did you have any issues with Yvonne Nelson?
Oh, I don't have any issues with her. I'm suspecting, I haven't asked her yet, But I'm suspecting she blocked me about 3 years ago over something else. If it's a recent block, I'll be surprised.
What are you looking out for? You say that you don't want to be like a people from here. What do you expect the government to do?
They should change the situation for us for the better. I mean, I think ECG needs to diversify. They need to look at solar power and alternative fuels. ECG cannot just rely on only VRE, you know, so, and if that doesn't happen, we'll hold another vigil at the Flagstaff House.
We cannot even learn to write our exams. As I'm talking to you right now, we are failing our exams. FFF in chase is very rubbish and very bloody. Do you support Dumsor? Do you support Dumsor? Bring back our life. Bring back our life. Yes. Yes. Bring back our life. Bring back our life. Bring back our life. Bring back our life. Bring back our life.
So now she's called Yvonne Nelson, the Yasan 12 Ghana. So the Yasan 12 modern day Ghana, right? You heard them. They are all frustrated and they want an end to the doom, right? He went there and he was sharing candles. I thought he would be sharing black candles, but he was sharing white candles. I don't know what that meant. He would tell us, David, Oscar, and you get your ribs in shape because they might be breaking.
Oh, come on now.
That was funny.
What was funny? What was funny?
Nothing was funny.
What did I?
Why did you go sharing white candles?
Well, I think that all through the times, you know, the calls had been made, you know, on TV and on radio that people should, you know, donate. So in my own little way, I thought that, okay, well, I mean, we're all hoping that after the vigil, things will be put right. So, you know, I just that was the least I thought I could do, to just go in and share a few. And I had people taking it, so I think it added to everything.
Did you feel misunderstood when you made your first utterance about?
Yeah, of course. I mean, and I don't think I can ever explain much.
Okay, how exactly did you put it?
Okay, do you want to hear the statement again?
Yes, I want to.
I said that I would not be a hypocrite to jump on the Dumsor must stop trend. I don't recall ever using the word vigil. I said trend. Okay. Now, if you recall, a trend has started on social media where people were hashtagging Dumsor must stop. And my dear, the kind of language people were using on social media, particularly for the president, I felt disheartened about it. So out of that, I said, no, listen, yes, the problem is there, it persists, you know, but I don't think that this is the way to go about drawing the attention of the president, even if you don't respect the man, at least respect his office. I don't know how that became David Oscar says he won't go for the vigil. Okay, put that aside. Yeah. The other thing that was influencing what I was saying was that I've said it over and over the past month. I've had the chance of traveling around, you know, been to the central region, been to the Ashanti region, I've been to the eastern region, and then just last week I was in the Volta region, and I observed that the intensity of the Dumsor as we suffer it in Accra here was much lower in these places. That I'm not saying that Dumsor doesn't exist in these places. It does. I mean, the light goes off once in a while, but the intensity, exactly, you know, the severity of it, from where I was standing, I thought, no, this thing is more peculiar to Accra than other places. I mean, it was even surprising to me that after I came out to make that statement, people also came out to confirm on social media that, oh, it's true, I mean, we are in Koforidua at this place, and, you know, the light doesn't go off as often as. So, at the end of the day, how does David Oscar's comments about not jumping on a certain trend that was seeking to use certain words, you know, at the high office of the president, how it is that I say I'm not going to jump on that trend became that I wasn't going to show up at the vigil.
So how come you didn't turn out in the dress code black?
Well, I mean, this is a very, very symbolic fabric of Ghana. This is Kente. Yeah. And for me, turning out at the vigil was more nationalistic for me than, you know, any petty politicking, if you like, because... In
this case, it wasn't really nationalistic. It was more like celebrity-ship.
Well, I mean, that's very debatable because I was there and I saw how certain sections of the crowd were chanting war songs against the president, calling for his head and all of those things. And I think that for me, that was a loss on the part of the organizers, because if this thing is being portrayed as it has to look, then I thought that they should have taken a bit more control over the behavior of the crowd. You know, I mean, I don't want to mention names, but I saw certain political figures there, and for me, from a very, you know, from a distance, it looks to me like, okay, perhaps somebody is just trying to make some political meat out of this thing, so certain people are jumping on it and all of those things, you know.
Did you have anyone trying to get at you for the misunderstood information?
Well, I mean, I must be honest. Yes, one or two situations, but you know, I wasn't there to fight anybody. I've said this thing over and over again. Okay. I was just there to also represent diversity for our democracy. I mean, I may not share your notion, but it doesn't mean that you're my enemy or I hate you, you know? And if we all agree that we're in a democratic society, then I don't think that anybody should come at me and try to, you know, lynch me. In fact, let's register this. I know that for the kind of stance that I took, in certain jurisdictions, I probably may have been lynched, showing up, you know? Like
what happened to Aledu?
Well, I don't want to go into, you know, because if you want to go into how some of, you know, government officials have been making certain utterances, I mean, that's a whole conversation for another time, you know, but I don't want to go there. Why is it that people were smiling with me, taking pictures with me, but they sought to, you know...
but okay, so how affected are you by the doom situation we have in Ghana?
Well, I mean, you know, I'm also a creative person. I like to work every now and then, so sometimes I have some pieces of work on my bench to edit, and the lights are out for 24 hours. It affects me too, you know. But again, let's establish that it's a notion here. I mean, you have a notion that this is how you want to go about it, and I also have a certain notion. You know, the beauty of what we have, what we call democracy, is that even within the midst of that chaos, you will share your opinion, and I'll come to share mine. You know, the beauty of what we have is that even in the midst of that disagreement, we'll still find a common ground to move forward and to forge ahead as a people. That is why I showed up at the demonstration, you know, to represent the diversity that I've always been preaching about. That, listen, fact that I may have a different opinion from yours doesn't make us enemies. So for me, I thought that was where a section of the public lost it, when they started attacking me and insulting me, you know, because I didn't say anything to suggest that ABC people were hypocrites. I was referring to me. Saying that there was a certain trend happening on social media which I wasn't going to jump on. I was going to be hypocritical to jump on that, you know.
So what do you say to the people who also say that I seized the opportunity to regain some fame?
Well, I mean, I'm a Ghanaian, you know, however you look at it, you know, and I'm even surprised myself because it was just a normal post on my Facebook wall, and then the next thing I knew, people were commenting, some were insulting, and obviously the media is also looking for news, so it sounded like news to them, and they picked it up. I mean, how am I supposed to be blamed for that? I am sharing my opinion, and for, you know, for once, I think that the people who are, you know, seeking to cast aspersions on my personality and questioning whether I'm a celebrity or not should find out why is it that this thing became news. If you know, there's no weight in what I said. I didn't even presume that there was any weight. I also came out on social media and shared my opinion like anybody else. You know?
Okay. So, David, you have some people sharing a few messages. This one said, "Oh, please, David Oscar should give us a break. Politicians are Ghanaians." That's what somebody said. You want to read that? Sometimes, a few times, I've had my guests doubting what I read.
Oh, no, it's fine.
You don't doubt me? Okay.
It's okay.
Thank you for believing me. This one says, kindly ask Oscar if he is turning Rastafarian because his appearance looks like one who is going into that.
Who is a Rastafarian?
Okay, so that's what the person says, your appearance.
I'm not a Rasta.
Maybe your beard.
I mean, this is me. I mean, you know, I've had this beard since. Don't you see me?
I don't remember.
Oh, come on. Okay, well, anyway. I've had this beard since when I was filming, you know, productions and stuff 3 years ago. I had this look. Okay. You know, and plus, I know that the Rasta themselves, Rastas, don't even subscribe to being called or being labeled Rastafarians.
Why?
You know, I don't know. I mean, they have their reasons.
Where did you find that out?
Well, I mean, I've done some research and some reading on it. You know, they don't want to call themselves a movement. They don't want to call themselves, you know. Really? They say all those isms are, you know, Babylon. So it's another conversation for another time. So. But I'm not a Rastafarian. So.
Okay, so this one says, please tell David Oscar to come to Asaman Kese and Akwetia for just 2 days before thinking Dumsor is much worse in Accra. That's coming from Gerada.
Sweetie, we can spend the whole time sitting here arguing about this, you know. I'm not, again, I don't know if the message has not gotten down well. David Oscar hasn't said that Dumsor doesn't happen in Ghana. You know, he's only sharing his opinion about where he's seeing the severity of it, you know. And I think that I don't know any city that beats Accra to it. Because in this town, I don't know what we have done to ECG people. You know,
Okay, that's coming from Aseho, and she says, I just like him. David, thank you so much. I wanted to ask you one more question, but your counterpart, David, is just screaming.
Who?
Yes, my director is called David.
Oh, he's screaming.
He's
okay,
screaming.
that's fine, no problem. That means my time here is up.
Yes,
Yeah.
but I would have wanted you to share a joke with us.
Oh, no, no, no.
If
I
you're in
mean,
that
go
mood.
on my YouTube. You know, I have a lot of videos there for my previous shows. Go on YouTube and search for corporate comedy series and look through the videos. You see something you may like.
Because they think that you're too funny. Some also think you're not funny.
It's fine. I mean, I'm not about to prove to anybody whether I'm funny or not. Those who have worked with me know the type of...
Are you funny?
Oh, of course. If I'm not funny, would I be able to sell a show that showcases Ghanaian comedians across the country? Go on YouTube and check my page out. Go on Instagram and look at our page, Corporate Comedy Series. Go on Facebook and look
Don't
at our
worry
page.
about
You
them.
know,
My children
so
sit and watch you.
Exactly the point.
And they are so called.
Well, you know, so it's fine. I mean, I don't expect everybody to find my content funny because my content is not for everybody.
David, thank you so much.
Thank
I
you,
really
my dear.
appreciate it.
Thank
It's a
you.
high five on the white
Oh,
carpet.
really? Okay. All
Thank
right,
you.
cool.
Yes.
They don't give high kisses on the show.
You want that too?
Yeah.
No. Right, so David Oscar shared a moment with us here. He's been explaining to us what some of you probably did not really understand. In a moment, you have your regular critic, Uncle Francis and Chooks in there joining us to critique the issues, especially the one that is trending. Stay with us. There's a luta going on here. I just can't help it. Everybody is standing against me. You're welcome back. You're still on the white carpet with us here, and you have your regular critic, Francis Doku, the entertainment analyst. Hi, Uncle Francis.
Hi.
DumsorMustStop.
Gladys.
And as usual, you have Chooks in there of Adenton Online.
Yes, Gladys.
.com.
That's it.
Thank you so much for coming. I hope it's been a good week.
Yes, it's been a very good week.
You had less Dumsor or you had more Doom?
I think it's less of doom.
You are lucky.
Yeah, I think it's this week hasn't been very terrible as previous weeks.
I see. You are lucky.
I think so. Both home and at the
and
office.
I was leaving the house. My light was still off.
Today?
And it's been like trend for the week.
I think I've had
the
light
entire
since
7 days. If I have to put together the number of hours I've enjoyed the electricity, that won't be up to 24 hours.
Oh, then you live in a very terrible area. Do you live in Dansuma?
I actually live near a cemetery, so perhaps
maybe
they mistake us to also
maybe
be
the ghosts are taking your light into their graves.
It's unfortunate.
You know. But I think this week, if I add everything, I probably would have about 4 days off or so.
You're very lucky. You have more than
And the weekends,
it's better.
Yes.
Yeah, I think the weekend. And today has been special. Today, the whole day.
Yeah,
most places have said that they've had electricity.
I see.
Yeah.
Perhaps it's symptomatic of the...
Could it be that the vigil, they wanted to make sure there was light for the vigil?
I don't know. Perhaps could be because someone made an analysis. There's a gentleman who has access to how much megawatt is used.
Okay.
Kojo Akotowatt. And then he made a post that over what electricity megawatt we've used today alone is like what has been used over the last 3 weeks or so.
Oh, okay.
You know, in general. So it means that today was kind of special day.
I see.
You know, however it's special. It probably is because of that. It probably is not that. Maybe the issue is being resolved, and so
the issue is being resolved.
Being resolved, perhaps.
You know, it's
hopefully
it's a sensitive national crisis.
You know, and
that's why I'm careful to comment about.
You are waiting to be a consultant now. So
yes. I have told them what they need to do. Have they done it? Have they reduced the price of fuel?
They haven't.
I mean, actually, I heard that they are increasing fuel prices tomorrow.
Because because the dollar has gone up.
But the one that
they
came
are
down
reducing
since,
the thing on the international market.
Yes, when the thing came down since, they didn't reduce the price.
They didn't reduce the price.
They should reduce the price if they want to help Ghanaians. See, my people, they are causing problem. You see, very soon, Ghanaians will experience a lot of things that Nigerians experience, and it will not be good. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Now the noise is there. The other time we heard on the news how a couple died in their bedroom because the smoke of the generator killed them.
The gas, the carbon monoxide.
Stealing too has increased.
You see, and those were experiences. Those were similar experiences that was shared today at the vigil. I was there personally. I had a chance to see sports people and comments here and there, and the general sentiment is really, I can't imagine what will happen the next time there is any form of agitation, because people are really, really frustrated.
Yeah, I think that's a whole point. You see, you know, you don't need this as a government. You don't need people picketing and massing up to ask for this, because the first one was successful. You had a few thousand people there.
Yeah.
Now, having seen that is successful, there's the temptation or the penchant for it to continue, to organize another one. If, for example, after 1 month, nothing has happened, they'll call again and say, look, guys, we did this thing and we haven't seen anything, let's do it again.
Yeah.
You're going to have about twice the number that came. Yeah. And that would be spelling doom, or I mean, giving problems for the authorities. So you want to try and find ways to solve this. And if, as Chuk is saying, you can't solve it, find other ways to mitigate, you know, the problem.
And it would amaze you to know that the number of the celebrities whose event it was.
There were few.
There were few.
Compared to the number of, I mean, because that's how it is.
They
wanted to run people.
Yeah.
I mean, I was amazed to have heard that there were some people who were business people, you know, also part of the vigil. You know, because look, the brunt of this thing is felt most by business people.
And I actually saw very decent-looking people who you can clearly tell these are responsible young entrepreneurs who just are not happy with what is happening. So they just joined in to also vent out their frustration.
You know why I am not talking much?
Why?
Because I was born in it. You know, as someone born in it, and when I came to Ghana, it was like Europe for me. You know, I saw light.
Yeah.
You know, if you're coming from Nigeria, you enter Ghana, even if they tell you that there is Dumsor here, you won't believe, because there's still light. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, I don't want people to be making excuses with this thing. Yeah. Discover opportunities in this crisis. You can start selling ice block. You can start selling.
Which one would you use to make the ice block?
You buy generator now. The people are selling generator now. That business is booming. People that are repairing generator too is booming.
It's booming.
People that are recharging phone. So there are businesses that you can come to me or to Nigerians for consultation. We'll tell you what you can start. Francis is not smiling at all because I know that Ghanaians want life.
No, but you see, somebody here says that because of the Dumsor, the rain can't even find its way to rain in Ghana. Mahama, why?
Oh, how is Mahama the cause of rain not falling? You know, I think that's just talk.
That's coming from Wakiko all the way from Holland. Imagine.
You know. Oh, he's in Holland. How does he know the rain? It's not raining here. Oh, it's not raining in Holland. And now Auntie Mahama did it.
Mahama is Mahama, why?
But you see, Chooks, my problem is, you see, yes, for every situation that happens, there's opportunity for business. Every situation. Look, Ebola was opportunity to sell medical products.
Even bitter cola.
You know, and all that. So every opportunity, everything that comes, good or bad, has opportunity for business. So people can take advantage and do, you know, petty business and all that. But my point is, we don't have to get used to the situation. Once you get used to it, that's it. There will be no efforts again to try to solve it. Yesterday, I saw when BBC posted the story of our demonstration, BBC on Facebook. I saw some Nigerians commenting that these Ghanaians are funny. We've been in this thing for 60 years and you are now doing what? You know, some reply to them that, look, we don't want to be in it forever. Find a solution. So at least, you know, when people from Nigeria come here, they will think this place is Europe. You know,
we don't want it. We don't. But
because you see, you're sorry, not to cut you really, but in your country too, fuel prices compared to us is lower.
Yeah, it's better.
Yeah.
So it is good. But
something is helping out.
Somehow.
Yes.
But why you're not having electricity? You're still buying fuel at exorbitant price.
And somebody passed a comment that the people complaining don't even have the resources to afford generate air conditioners, freezers, and those. But you see, now even if you can afford an air conditioner, you can't buy it. It's useless.
There is a generator they call I Pass My Neighbor.
Yes, I heard in Nigeria. Yeah.
They sell it for that time. It was 50 Ghana cedis. If they bring it, you don't use fuel. You mix fuel and
diesel.
Oil. And put inside, and you can power at least use it to fan yourself. So me,
you want to import that?
It's already here, but they are selling it on the higher side from what I have seen.
Okay. But it's cheap in Nigeria.
It is cheap in Nigeria. So everybody has it. I passed my neighbor. So
and when you go to the neighborhood, boom, everywhere, generator. Ooh, you don't have to get there.
But you know, generally, are you surprised at the turnout? You've seen photos.
Yes. No, I was surprised with the turnout. You know, because most of the time when people try to do agitation on social media and put it, manifest it on the ground, it hasn't really hit so hard. There've been something twice done. I remember about 2 years ago, some people tried to pick it around the Flagstaff house, you know, when some of these problems started. And they did a lot of noise on social media. And when they got there were less than 10 people who turned up. You know, it was a bit embarrassing. Yeah. Then even if you take Occupy Ghana, for example, their first demonstration they did last year, and even the one that Hannah Tete took a photo of, and said only a few of people turned up and all that. So you were looking at something like that. I think that the difference now is the fact that the facilitators of this are celebrities. Yeah. You know, so they could rally the people and bring them down. Yeah. And the point is that I was surprised at the turnout, but that's why you need to find ways to solve the problem. You don't want to encourage it, because the next time, I believe we have twice the number that turned out.
And news we're gathering indicates that there's going to be another organized one in Kumasi.
In Kumasi, being organized by Fire Park on
28th of this month. Yes. So I mean, I wish that it won't even come on, that the government will take an action, positive action, to try to curb the problem, so we don't have more vigils happening. But
because you don't want to happen in Kumasi, then the next is Staff Friday, the next is
I don't know how they are looking at it though, but we wish that it won't go on. Well,
but it's only hope that it won't happen, because the last time some people tried it, they fainted. The leaders fainted, so nobody will have the courage to go and organize. the leader fainted, the assistant fainted. Imagine.
But you see, Sarkodie, the whole campaign started with Sarkodie, Lydia Forson, Neville Nelson. Yeah. And we all thought that Sarkodie was going to be fully active with this. But time gets there and we hear he's shooting a video, collaborating with Ace Hood.
Well, it's not a big deal. I'm sure he had his...
Could it be that he couldn't really be sure that this would turn out well?
No, I don't think so. I mean, because see, if you read their tweets, I mean, his tweets, for example, he was very animated and very supportive of this project. He even made a song, you know, at his own cost to support it. I mean, I don't think if he would have done that. But of course, everybody have their schedule. I mean, this is an opportunity to do something with a bigger artist, in my view. You don't want to miss that. You don't say that because I have to do this, therefore. I mean, there could be opportunities still. He still have his social handle and other things. I think people are making too big deal out of that he was there and he wasn't partying. So his business has to continue. Tomorrow when he comes back and there's no light, he still has to find ways to eat. If there's light, he still will eat. He supported it up to this point. If he has to go, I think he shouldn't be faulted.
Okay.
But he would have told Ace, my brother, they said the person where in house catch fire, no, they pursue rats. You get what I'm saying? you know, say your house, light no day. You go and now you say me, I came from where there's no light to where there is light. But you see, in his own case, he joined. In fact, I was discussing with a friend this morning, and we said maybe they shot the video a few days earlier. He will be in town and surprise people. Yeah. That's what we thought. I expected someone like Sarkodie, who was campaigning on social media, to also be in person. Yeah. Okay.
Well, everybody expected him to be.
Yes.
But he has business.
Yes, everybody had business. But now that we all decided that we are coming to do
taking time off to come together to fight for a cause.
And then you are not telling us you're shooting video that who will see it with the light when there is no light. How can we even want the video that you have shot? We are going to wait for that video.
We'll watch it on our phones.
How will you charge your phone?
Oh, they'll give us 12 hours.
But next time, Sarkodie should talk and do.
Yeah, I mean, it's good. I think if he was there, it would have made it,
added something
more to it. And it would have drawn most of his fans as well to the place. But I think that it shouldn't be faulted too much.
So do you agree with those who are saying even nothing there and 12 modern day?
Not necessarily. I mean, she's done very good. She needs to be commended. And it's not easy to stand out in the manner where you'll be tagged politically, and a lot has been thrown at her. I mean, people have called her prostitutes, you know.
Was she also called prostitute?
What is that? Anybody who has about 13 years.
Anyway, so she fell into that category. But you know, Alidu found his way there, and thank God for the police and their timely intervention.
What was he doing there?
Oh, he's giving solidarity.
I thought he was against it.
Yeah, he's against it, but he's not against it.
He's only a fool who doesn't change his mind.
But you have to take a stand. You know, Francis, you get what I'm saying? See, changing of mind is not like that, though. If you have taken a position.
What about Oscar?
David
Oscar has come to defend himself that he wasn't against it. He was against those that are insulting the president with this thing. You get what I'm saying?
Well, that wasn't in his post. The first one.
He said social media people or writers took what he has said out of context and wrote because they want news.
Okay.
That one is different. But for somebody who was taking a position and all of a sudden, no, that man was a spy. He came as a spy.
But if they would send a spy, it won't be somebody like that. I'm sure they had spies in there.
How can an old man just change his mind like that? Do you get what I'm saying? You don't change your mind like that, though. That's why people are still not happy with him. He would not. If I was him, I would not even go there.
Jukes, this one is for you. This one says, those of us who live in Nigeria, Dumsor is a way of life.
Yes.
We Ghanaians don't want Dumsor to become our way of life. So really,
it's becoming.
A must.
For 3 years, it's become.
My brother, it has become.
Well, this says, in fact, we are proud of our celebrities. They have really shown that they are Ghanaians. We are really dying. That's coming from Black Prophet, all the way from Kintampo. This says, I really support this Dumsor Vigil. Because of this, I have not been able to watch my favorite program, The White Carpet, for almost a month now. Anyway, you guys are looking great. Uncle Francis, I love your outfits. That's coming from Sylvia Abner.
Tell him to go to YouTube.
Tell her.
Tell her, Abner, if you go to YouTube, search White Carpet, you get the...
No, but for how long has she been... Was she part of the organizers that it took her 1 month?
No, she says that she's not getting electricity to watch
Okay, I didn't understand the message.
Yeah, so...
So you see, Dumsor is affecting the white carpet, and we are not happy.
It's affecting everything.
It's affecting everything, and we are not happy. Okay, so Chooks, please, your advice, your consultancy, we don't want to come there. We don't want Dumsor to be our way of life.
No, for the meantime that we are experiencing it, they should reduce the price of fuel. But you say you heard they are increasing it.
Tomorrow, yeah.
Are they thinking?
Yeah, they're thinking of increasing it.
No. So this is what they are thinking about doing to Ghanaians. It doesn't make sense to me at all.
No, it doesn't.
People are suffering. Look at this. The cost is expensive. It's affecting productivity. It's making people become lazy. Yeah. It's making people become bad people. People are stealing because there is darkness. Yeah. And then you want to increase fuel. How can they run their generator? Banks are look at
no, but you see, the whole idea is that if there is doom, there must be doom. So your generator must go off. If you run your generator, it still doesn't make them achieve their aim. So if fuel prices are up and you can't on your generator, there's absolute darkness.
If ECG gets opportunity, they come and off your generator too.
They mean business.
Now finish this control.
Right, thank you so much, gentlemen. It's really been a pleasure having you on the white carpet.
But I think we need to comment Yvonne and the
Lydia
team.
Forsen, David,
all of them.
Van Vika,
sure.
You know, I mean, you'll be tagged politically, and they braced that and they went out there too, and they need to be commended for this. Yeah. I
am really proud of them. I was there, and I'm happy the people who came really made a statement. Somebody asked me, do I think this thing is going to put any pressure on government to do anything? And my answer was, for me, it makes a statement, and that is enough, because hey, we may be laughing about it, we may be joking about it, but it is a very serious issue that we find ourselves in. This doom situation, it's not on at all. We all have experiences to share, but perhaps on a different platform, some good day, we will. But we don't hope to get to that day at all. We wish we won't get to that day, but we really hope that the authorities, the powers that be, that have the authority to make sure that something is done about this situation. We look forward to that day when this whole thing will be over, because the experiences are definitely not fun at all. Right, thank you so much for spending your time here with us on the white carpet. Next weekend, we are wrapping up our Mother's Day celebration. And guess what? There'll be a lot of things to give out the final day. You know, last days are always very fabulous to be part of. So don't miss the last day. A week today, I have a lot of things coming from FC and Onga just for your mama. So make sure you tune in and spend your time with us. My name, once again, is Gladys Osei Already. Do catch a repeat of the white carpet on Sundays at 9:30 p.m. right here on Joy News on Multi TV. We are back again, same time next Saturday. Thank you so much.